I am so glad to have with me today a special young man. And he's been special to me for a long time. This is Hamilton Winters, and he is the son of Stephen and Sandy Barnes Winters, who Sandy was from Magee and graduated from Magee High School, and his grandparents are Joe and Joyce Barnes. One reason that I've been so interested in, been after him to come see me is it's really strange when you've watched someone grow up, but you really are not in school with them or you don't know them that well. But Sandy's been so good about coming back to church here for the years that it always kept me seeing you enough to see him grow up. And it's been interesting because from early on I could tell what a desire and that he just had so many things that he wanted to achieve. And it was interesting. Now, the last thing that we've gotten is he's been named Mr. West Monroe High School in Monroe, Louisiana. How many people are in your school?
We're pushing 2,300.
See, I knew it was really quite an honor. You know, it's quite an honor, and I was so proud of you. But I did want to let him tell you some things that he started even as a young child, maybe, or young adult, a young person, that might be something your child would be interested in, because I think so often we miss what's out there and what's available for us, because it's not going to drop in your lap. You've got to pursue it and go for it. And this is exactly what Hamilton has done. And in my opinion, you haven't missed a loop or any of it. Wherever you saw something that you could do or that would help you, you took advantage of it. And we have so many people that do not do that, but they don't do that. But tell me now, what was the first thing, or kind of how you got started? Why did you get interested in it?
I think it was the upbringing from my parents and kind of pushing me to, if there's an opportunity, you need to make the best of it. I was on a motorcycle trip with my grandfather in 2007, and I coined the quote, opportunities are often short-lived, but the regret of not accepting one could last a lifetime. And I've kind of tried to live by that so far as to when I created it. But even before then, starting off in kindergarten, I won the Character Counts Award for my elementary school. I got my tooth fairy money, and I gave it to a homeless shelter. So that kind of started me off seeing, bad attention is attention, but good attention is much better than bad attention. Kind of make the most of every opportunity, but also, honor the people that have put you where you are. And I give God all the glory for everything He's been able to let me do. But after kindergarten, getting into first grade, getting into the scouting, I've been in the Boy Scouts of America program since I guess 2001, and I'm not as active as I have been in the past. But I got my Eagle Scout in 2009, which was a huge kind of start and finish.
Scouting is a wonderful, and really, I don't think we have the scouting program now in Magee that we did at one time.
Yes, ma'am.
And I hate that.
Well, it's a great thing to invest in, and you have kids that, if 100, it's statistical that if 100 of us will start in Boy Scouts, only 2 of us will finish as Eagle Scouts. So it's the discipline that it teaches you. You go camping and you have fun, but then you realize that you went in as a boy and you came out as a man. Mm-hmm. Being able to be responsible, be on time, manage your money. You come out as a different person.
Listen, if my boys would just learn to be on time, I would be a happy mama. And they're grown, you know. So that's a wonderful thing.
Hopefully I'm helping my mom with that.
Yeah, see, she's getting you ready for college, so you have to learn to do it on your own. Yes, all right, after you moved out of elementary and into junior high, I'm sure there were more programs out there.
Absolutely.
So where did you start looking, and how did you?
Well, in 5th grade, I got Student of the Year at Claiborne Elementary, and we had to make a portfolio, which I've had to do. I just got Student of the Year at West Monroe High School too, so it'll be my 3rd time to make a portfolio. And with these portfolios, you can only do what you've done in the years that you've been at that school. So 5th grade, it would be K through 5th, and then 8th grade, I got it at West Ridge Middle School, and it would be 6th through 8th. At the high school, it's 9th through 12th. So seeing the opportunities that I had from kindergarten to 5th grade, I was able to build on that from 6th to 8th grade, getting into student council, new programs like 4-H and just different community service oriented projects, and signing up for different, not only scholarships, but different awards that I could possibly win, and having people in the community realize that it wasn't just something that I did in elementary school. I actually have a love and passion for doing good for the community. So I started out in 6th grade as a student council representative. I worked my way up. In the 7th and 8th grade, I was class president, and ended up running student council in 8th grade and getting Student of the Year in 8th grade. But I started going on leadership conferences in 5th grade, and I'd been signed up as a 6th grader. So I went with the people that are a year older than me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in 5th grade going with 6th graders, and I went to Washington in 2006, went to Boston in 2007, and then I ended up going to the inauguration in 2009. And all these trips, you go on by yourself. So that's another thing with scouting.
Your mama didn't go.
She didn't go. So she's back in Louisiana while I'm in Washington and Boston. They ended up meeting me up there for Washington and Boston the first 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the inauguration, I was completely alone.
I would have had to check it out. Now, I'm sorry, I'm like Sandy.
Oh, I understand.
I'd have had to check that out
It's
a
a
little
mama
bit.
thing. It's a mama thing.
It is.
I ended up getting left in Washington in 2009.
Gosh, your mama did
It
that.
was yeah. Well, I had to call her first thing in the morning. I woke up and my roommate had locked my phone in the bathroom, and I missed my plane out. I'm 13 in Washington, completely alone, and there are 2 million people trying to get out of the city at the same time. So I called my congressman up, and I was like, hey, Congressman Alexander, this is Hamilton. You called me earlier in the week and told me if I need anything, give me a call. I'm making good on it. So he toured me around the Capitol, and ended up being a really good opportunity to, things aren't always going to go as planned. And it was a great learning lesson for me as a 13-year-old to go to a city that I've been in a couple of times, but I know Washington a whole lot more than I did, and I got to meet a bunch of great people, great opportunities. But with that portfolio in 8th grade, I got to see 6th through 8th grade, and then we thought, how could it get better than that with all the opportunities? How can we move forward? And in 9th grade, I started off in student council at West Monroe High School, and I started off as a representative again, and then in 10th and 11th grade I was class president, and in 12th grade I ran unopposed as student body president, which was a blessing, and seeing that the students actually care about who leads their class and who leads the school, and we've got a great group of kids, and through leading the student section with a friend of mine who's also vice president of the student body and getting Mr. West Monroe High School and the student of the year, it's really been humbling.